Hello everybody, today we're going to be making hummus with tahini from scratch to be as smooth and nice and creamy as possible. And look how beautiful my mom decorated the plate at the end. So this is a little bit of a long process, but you reap great rewards for a fraction of the cost than you would spend at the store on pre-made hummus. So we're going to start out with 2 cups of dried chickpeas. These are better to use than the ones from the can because they do not contain preservatives. And like we've mentioned before, we like to try to make everything we make as healthy as possible. Then we're going to soak it in water for preferably 24 hours. And the chickpeas should rehydrate and double in size. And that's when you know we can move on to the next step. So there are 3 things that we're going to do to make this as creamy as possible because our machines aren't as good as the ones that companies use. And this is the first step, which was soaking it for 24 hours. And now the second step is going to be to pressure cook them for 1 hour. And after that's finished, do not throw away the water that you strain them out of. Instead, we're going to take this chickpea cooking water and put it into an ice tray in order to add this back later when we want it to become smoother. And the other half of that water, we're going to take it and use it in the hummus itself right now. So be prepared for that. And also my mom is just showing you that at this point, it should easily get smushed in your finger if you were to squeeze it. And yeah, so that was the second step in making sure it's very creamy. And now we're on to the third step, which is using the strongest machine you have in your house. And ours is our blender. So we're not using a food processor. We're going to use our blender because it does a little bit of a better job. And we're going to add that water that we were talking about back in to make this hummus. And notice how creamy it's going to be. So my mom will show the texture in just a couple of seconds. It honestly looks like ice cream at this point. It definitely doesn't taste like ice cream, but that's a different story. Actually, my grandma knows how to make ice cream. If you guys want us to teach you how to do that, I'd be down to make that. I know that's a tangent, but yeah. Also, from then, before you add this half cup of lemon juice in the tahini, you want to keep it in the fridge for at least an hour. And speaking of this tahini, if you want to learn how to make it yourself, click the video in the upper right hand corner because we make it at home too. So you can have a completely from scratch meal. That's pretty cool. And you can like flex on people like, yeah, like I did that, you know? That's not the reason why you should make your own food, but anyways. So you're gonna go ahead and add salt and you're going to blend it even more. And this is us throwing in that ice we were talking about to make it smoother. The only reason we didn't use the chickpea water ice is because at that point it had not been completely frozen yet. So obviously you can use regular ice, but we just think it tastes better because that ice has flavor still. And I forgot to mention, but don't forget to add olive oil, and also at this stage people like to add garlic. We don't do it in this big batch, but we do it for the small plate we prepare for every day for breakfast in the morning. So once again, it's up to your preference, but that's it for the hummus. And just plate it up. You could add some chickpeas on top and some sumac and some olive oil, and it's super yummy for breakfast or whenever you want to eat it. And that's it. We hope you guys enjoy making this creamy hummus. Happy hummusing! Bye!